Well, good morning everybody and welcome to A Day in Our Life. I'm not doing the 24-hour series anymore, but I am still going to be doing Days in the Life and hopefully stepping these up to, I think I'm going to start with doing it twice a month and then maybe we'll do weekly. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. But yeah, welcome to A Day in Our Life, and today we actually have a little bit of an exciting thing happening this morning because we are having a small party with my antenatal group to celebrate all of our babies basically being one now and being parents for a year. We're not doing anything fancy, we're just sort of going to a local soft play that we like and spending time together and letting the babies play in there. But it should be a fun morning. Oren is desperate for this camera now. It's so difficult to film with him. So it is currently 7:20. Oren woke up just before 7 this morning. Which actually is quite good for today because we need to get there between 10 and 11 for the soft play today. And if he woke up at 7, hopefully he should go down for a nap at 9, which means that we'll definitely be able to make that slot. I was a bit worried if he slept later than that he would need to nap at that exact time at 10 o'clock, which would be a bit difficult. But actually the fact he woke up at 7 is quite good for today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just having my breakfast now and trying to keep him from grabbing the camera. So I mentioned in my last video that he was doing much better with the milk ladder, and he now has passed stage 5, so we're on to stage 6, which is having whole milk again in my cereal. And I cannot tell you, oh, thank you for throwing that at my laptop. I cannot tell you how much I've missed cow's milk in like my cereal and stuff, particularly cereal, because I just find that oat milk, cashew milk, almond milk, all of it, none of it tastes anywhere near the same or as good to me as like proper full cow's milk. So I am a happy bunny at the moment. I think I'm gonna need to put this little one to bed actually. Yeah, I know, darling. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet, in fact it's only 8:40, but he's so grizzly. So I think we're gonna go and see if he's ready to go down for his nap yet. He was tired, he slept for 45 minutes. He's stopped doing, he used to do like an hour and a half sleep in the morning, and then like the last week he's just stopped doing that, which is a little bit annoying. I was also feeling a bit tired, so I went and laid down for a bit too, but of course, like, just as I was drifting off, he woke up, so I'm not really sure how much rest I got. But now it's bottle time. So it's 20 to 10 now. We've agreed to meet sort of between 10 and 11 at this soft play. So I think when he's had his bottle, I'm gonna get him dressed and get myself dressed, and then we'll probably head on over. It's not too far from where we live, so it shouldn't take us too long. Have you got my iPad, you monkey? If my memory serves me correctly, this particular soft play is actually quite cold. So oh no, don't grab that. So I put on one of my thicker jumpers and also my black jeans. And I'm actually gonna grab an extra layer for Oren. I'm gonna grab him a jumper to wear as well. I've packed his lunch up. He's going through a really fussy phase of food. A lot of the foods that he would eat earlier on, he's now refusing, which is completely normal, but it's so frustrating. 2 days ago, I gave him pasta for dinner, which was pretty much the last kind of easy dinner meal that I had that he would eat, and he just screamed at it. He would not touch it, he would not eat it. Guess what they gave him at nursery yesterday? Pureed. This child, who hates being spoon-fed, ate the entire half kind of lumpy pureed pasta with tomato sauce, exactly the same as he'd had the night before, but just pureed. And he had it in seconds at nursery. I mean, I was pleased. Like, I know that they often do eat more things at nursery than they do at home, but last week he really didn't eat anything at nursery, so I was a bit worried about that. But yesterday he did, and he ate the thing that he'd been rejecting at home, so. Okay, monkey, let's get going. Oh my goodness, it was quite chaotic in there today. Like, it wasn't busy in terms of number of people, but the babies all either wanted to eat or they were moving around everywhere. So there were quite a few of us here today as well, so I didn't really get to film any of him. We played for a little bit and then he mostly sat and had lunch, and he actually ate really well. So I'm really pleased about that because, like I said earlier, he's been off his food, or he's been really like not eating as much and going off many foods. So I'm feeling better now that he's had a good lunch. Not sure what we're going to do for dinner, but that's later's problem. Didn't use your jumper in the end, did we, my love? Oh man, I'm knackered. Like, I don't think I went to bed early enough last night. I got into, once again, a bad habit of starting a new book and then reading far too late. But it is now 12:30. He's actually due a nap now because he woke up at, oh, I haven't taken my coat off. He woke up at 9:30 and he has about a 3-hour gap. But I'm going to see if I can get him to 1 because he's only doing like half an hour naps in the afternoon, and I don't think he'll last from like 1 until 6 o'clock. So I think if we can get you to 1 at least, or even 1:30 be better. That would be best for today's nap. Like I said in the car, he actually ate quite a bit of his lunch today, and I tried something new, which were these organic melty sweet corn rings, and he actually ate a couple of them. So I think I might have found a little kind of on-the-go snack that he likes, which is good because he's still toothless. He still hasn't got any teeth, bless him. So anything that requires like biting or chewing, like biscuits and stuff, he doesn't really like them because he can't. It takes him forever to kind of mush it up and then eat it. But these dissolved quite quickly. They're a little bit like melty sticks, although he doesn't like them anymore. But yeah, they were a success. It is 1:15 now. I put Orin down about 5-10 minutes ago and debating whether I want to try going to sleep as well, because I am a little bit tired. I am quite tired actually. But also thinking, am I going to be even worse if I try and nap and just drift off as he wakes up like I did last time? No, I think I'm going to go and have a nap. Well, it's just coming up to 2:20 now. I'm not giving him a bottle at this waking because I think I might be feeding him a bit too much milk now that his appetite's going down. This is more to soothe him than anything, to be honest. I did some baking yesterday and I made a couple of chocolate chip cupcakes. So I think I'm going to have one of these now. And then I need to start doing something about over here. Got some bottles that need to be finished up washing, and then I also did his clothes yesterday and they're still in the dryer, so I need to take them out and put them away too. Lol, who am I kidding? I'm not actually doing the washing up now. I'm actually still really tired. Sorry, see BBC's on in the background. I'm still really tired, and I think I might be coming down with something because I'm not usually this tired. Like, I don't usually nap twice in the day. Yes, darling. If I'm tired at all, I'll typically nap once and then that's enough to catch me up. But like, even now after 2 naps today, I'm still feeling quite ugh. So I'm just hoping I'm not coming down with anything too bad, and maybe I just need to get a good night's sleep tonight. I am also thinking about what to do for his dinner because, as mentioned, he's very fussy. I'm torn between 2 things, making him an omelette or doing some sweet potato wedges. Oh, he's also quite grizzly at the moment, so probably something that doesn't take too long to do in here. The omelette will be quickest, but it's not something that I'll want to eat, so it'll get wasted if he doesn't eat it. I'm gonna try making it this time with some of the vegan cheese because I think he wants like more flavour and stuff and things. So the last few times I've done it, he hasn't eaten it at all. But I'm thinking if I make a cheesy omelette with the vegan cheese and maybe a bit of mushroom or something else he quite likes, then he might eat it. Or I could make the sweet potato wedges, which I probably will eat if he doesn't, but it's a lot more work. It's 3:20 now, so it's not actually dinner time for a little bit. So I've got time to decide, but yeah, I'm torn on that one. I think I might end up going for the omelette. Although I do have a sweet potato that he's eating up. Oh no, I think I'm actually gonna do the sweet potato because I've remembered I've already peeled it, so I just need to cut it. Okay, I'm gonna do that now, cook it, and then it can cool down because I think he might be hungry a bit early because I haven't given him that bottle. So I was just unloading the dishwasher, and annoyingly, most of the things on the top shelf have been covered in, I don't know if you can see, it's this sort of like stuff here. I don't even know what it is. The last time this happened, there was an issue with one of the spinners underneath. It had got blocked, and when I unblocked it, it stopped it. But I checked it again, and it's definitely not blocked with anything. So I'm not sure what's causing it this time. I need to maybe do a really hot cleaning wash on it. But I don't think I've got any dishwasher cleaner. I'm gonna have a look and see if I can do it with like some white vinegar or something. I'll have a look online and then do that. But that's really annoying because my dishwasher is like my life saviour. Oh, it fell down! Should we put it on here? Put it in that one? Pop it in here. Push that bit. Ready? Oh, it fell down! I'm taking all those books off. Just put it up. Are the animals in there? Are they hiding? Oh my gosh, he just did this thing where he was crying. So I just put my arms out to him like this to be like, come on, come to me, I'll pick you up. And he just tiptoed to the side and went, yeah, like that. It was like, no, I'm too sad for you to pick me up. You need to come down here and pick me up. Oh, that was just Such a toddler look that was. I just realised the health visitor actually called me earlier because I texted her over a week ago because she was supposed to come weigh him yesterday, but he was at nursery yesterday. I'd completely forgotten that he was starting nurseries on Thursdays, which is usually when she weighs him. So I messaged her a week ago and said, just so you know, he's going to be at nursery yesterday. But she didn't get it, so she ended up coming here. I felt quite bad about that. And I had to say, I'm sorry, he's not here. But he does need to be weighed, so I need to call her back. She called me earlier and I missed it, so we can book his next appointment in. It is 4:10 now. I'm going to do his dinner a little bit earlier than I normally would just because he's so grizzly. But tonight's dinner is, I've got some blueberries and some sweet potato, well, I was making wedges, but I cut them smaller into these little like cubes because he likes this sort of shape more at the moment. And I sprinkled some paprika and garlic powder on them with the olive oil. They taste delicious, so even if he doesn't like them, I will definitely eat them. But I've never made them like this before, so I'm really curious to see whether he likes them or not. But even if he doesn't, he likes blueberries, so at least he'll eat something. Oh my god, these are amazing. I recommend adding some garlic powder and paprika to some sweet potato chips. Well, he didn't like the sweet potato. To be fair, he did try a piece. We didn't like it, so I've resorted to the old faithful peanut butter sandwich. Hopefully he will eat this. I've got a grizzly baby here. He is not a happy bunny. You are not a happy bunny.
No.
Yeah. Have you been causing chaos? You have. This is why it's virtually impossible to film us playing, because as soon as he sees the camera, he grabs it. Anyway, it is now 5:15, so I reckon we've got half an hour to kill Monkey before we need to think about getting you ready for bed. So I did do a bit of research on dishwasher cleaning, and apparently white vinegar is the way to go, but it also needs to clean the filter. So I'm going to attempt to do that now while he's playing over there, and then see if I can set it going on a hot wash with some vinegar and see if that helps. I stupidly forgot to empty the sink out before I cut this out, so I didn't have anywhere to wash it, but luckily I've just washed them up now. Right, apparently I need to do half a cup, which is in litres. Oh well. Depending on which site I looked on online, some of them said to put this in the top shelf and some of them said to put it in the bottom, so I'm gonna go with the bottom, I think. Do you know what? I'm gonna put it in the top because it was the top shelf that I was having issues with. The bottom shelf, they were all coming out clean. So let's try up here. This is also where it's easiest to put it. So on the highest heat setting. And pray. And of course, the minute my head was turned, he's found my laptop and is currently eating the headphones. No, thank you, that's not safe, my lovely. I'm not sure we're gonna make it till 6 o'clock. It's 5:30 now and he is grizzly, rubbing his eyes and everything. I think you're tired, Poppet, yeah. Say hello, hello, Mummy loves you. Hello, hello, it's good to see you. Well, amazingly, he managed to hold out until 6 o'clock, so now it is time to go put this little one to bye-byes. Well, it is 6:30 now. He went down pretty well. I fed him for like 5 minutes. Obviously, I'd got him changed and everything. And when I put him down, he went down fine. Did grizzle a little bit like a couple of minutes later, but I didn't need to go back and he settled himself. So hopefully he's now good for the evening. My plan for dinner is I've got some halloumi that needs eating up. Actually, hopefully it's still okay because I haven't eaten it, checked it in a while. But I've got some halloumi that needs eating up, so I'm going to do that with, to fry some halloumi with some yellow bell pepper. I think I've got some mushrooms as well, and have that with some couscous. It was definitely a lot less stressful earlier this evening feeding him when I knew that I liked the food he was rejecting, because it felt like there was less waste. I think particularly seeing, I don't know if anyone else is struggling with this, but seeing what's going on in like various parts of the world, like Sudan and Gaza and stuff, where there are like children starving, I'm finding it really difficult to see food go to waste when he's just like not eating something, and I'm like, that's perfectly good food. But even especially if I really don't like it as well, because then it really does go to waste. So I think I'm going to switch my strategy with him to giving him something, at least one meal a day that I know he likes. So he did eat some puff pastry earlier on. He did eat some muffin that I gave him that's banana muffins. He loves bananas, so I was hopeful he'd eat that. And he ate fruit fine, and he had a bit of a pouch and some of those sweet corn puffy rings. So I think if I know that he's had one good meal a day, and breakfast he always has his porridge, that's never been a problem, then I feel a bit more relaxed about him testing stuff in the evening or at lunch or whenever I do it. 'Cause sometimes I'll do his regular food in the evening and try new food at lunch, and sometimes I do it the other way around. But I think particularly while he's being really fussy now, I'm going to try and do more foods that I know I will eat if he rejects it, but also B, cook more foods for us together. Now that I don't have to avoid dairy, it's a little more complicated because there are more meals I can have and more things I want to have that he can't have, because they'll have like milk or butter or cheese or something, and then probably more likely to be cheese. But I'm sure there are still some things that I can think up that I can make and then offer him for dinner. If he doesn't have that, then we go back to a peanut butter sandwich. Oh god, these babies / toddlers are really stressful. I'm not hungry just yet though, so I think I'll give it about half an hour to an hour before I cook my dinner. In the meantime, I actually have a couple of different windows open. I'm currently watching Forensics: The Real CSI on BBC iPlayer, the last episode. On Netflix I've got Young Royals, and I'm on episode 4 I think of that. However, it's Friday now and I know they're releasing more episodes on Monday, and there's only one more episode after this, so I'm trying to take it slowly so that I don't kind of rush through them and then I have to wait a few days for the next one. But hopefully if I space them out quite well, then that'll work well. And I'm also keeping an eye on the YouTube video that went live today on my channel. Oh, and I've also got a new book on my Kindle Unlimited to read, so I am fully stocked for the evening. So the dishwasher is finished running and I've taken the jug out, and it's got some of the soot, this sort of stuff that I keep talking about is actually in the cup as well. So I've no idea what's causing it. You can see here, it's this bit over here. I've no idea whether I'll have sorted this by the time this video goes live, so if any of you know what's causing this, please let me know, because I've done that cleaning cycle and I've cleaned the filter, but this is still coming out. And it's only the top shelf that it's affecting. The dishes and stuff on the bottom are fine. To be fair, that dishwasher has been here since I bought the flat, and I'm pretty sure it was installed with the kitchen, so it's a good 15 years old now. It may well have reached the end of its lifespan, so I might need to look at getting that replaced. Anyway, it is now 20 to 8. I'm still not really hungry. I did have another cupcake earlier, like when Oren first went to bed, and that might be what's reducing my appetite a bit. But I definitely want to cook my dinner tonight. I don't want to just have junk, because I've been quite bad at that the last few days, but I'm not hungry enough yet to cook, so I think I'm going to aim for 8 o'clock now. I'm just currently going through my various different things I'm watching / reading this evening. Well, it is now 5 to 9 in the evening and I still haven't had my dinner, but I am now finally feeling hungry enough to cook it, so let's do that now. It is just coming up to 10 PM now. I just finished watching this documentary called Egg Freezing and Me, and I'm really pleased that more shows like this are being done, because I think egg freezing and like the success rates around it are very misleading. I actually haven't been asked this as much as I thought I might do, but occasionally I do get asked like why I didn't choose to freeze my eggs and I had a baby at 24 instead, or got pregnant at 24 even instead. And the answer is, like, egg freezing is really not a guarantee. I mean, also the issue for me was with my uterus, not my eggs. But nevertheless, I do think there is a lot of myths around egg freezing and how high the chances of success are. But it was interesting to watch this because one of the women on here who's had a baby, Natalie, she's actually somebody I know through WhatsApp. She's part of my solo mum group. So when she popped up originally on the BBC app, I was like, oh, I recognise this person. I know she's part of my group, so that's really cool. Always nice to see fellow solo mums that I know in articles or on shows like this as well. We really do have like just such a special community. So yeah, it's one of my absolute most favourite things about being a solo mum has been all the friends that I've made through this journey, and just yeah, it's just been incredible. I love being a mum. And on that note, I think I'm going to end the vlog here because I am pretty sure I'm going to go to bed soon. I've taken the washing out of the washing machine. As you can see, it's sitting on my breakfast bar over there because it's for Oren's room, and I obviously don't want to wake him up when I go and put it in. And actually, I don't think I've got too much tidying to do. I'm not going to bother putting the toys away tonight because it's not that messy. It's not that messy really, and I kind of tend to tidy every couple of days, and that seems to be enough. I've had comments from some people on my videos saying that they like watching these videos to kind of see that not everyone has the you know, Pinterest worthy clean homes all the time. This house is definitely never Pinterest worthy. Oh my goodness, no. But you know what, like, that's normal and it's okay. So I'm kind of pleased I get to share that with you guys, and you can see it's okay if things are chaotic from time to time. But yeah, miraculously there isn't too much to tidy up today, so that is a win I will happily take. I'm gonna go to bed soon, A, because I want to read my book and I want to kind of be snuggled down in my bed when I do that, and B, because I really have got to get into a better habit of going to bed earlier and going to sleep earlier, because as today has shown, with me being so tired, I didn't get enough sleep last night, and that is entirely my own fault, because I am very lucky that I have a baby that goes to sleep at 6 p.m. and I get an entire evening to myself, hours to myself, and I don't need to stay awake any longer to get that time, so I must focus on that. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy seeing these kind of like day in the life videos, because I'm hopefully going to be increasing them over the coming weeks and just kind of testing out new things on my channel and new ways of making it work. So stick around to be part of that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Do please subscribe. Special thank you to my precious star superstar members of the channel. As always, that little bit of extra support really helps. So thank you so much, guys. And I will see you next week. Bye everyone. Hope you have a great day wherever you are.